Hello everyone, it is me again, it's HorrorFan34, and welcome back to another video, and I guess welcome to just another random video. Well, I figured I'd do another series, or not series, or episode of this series that I haven't done in quite a while. It's my collection and discussion video, where I show a certain amount of movies that I own of a certain director or actor or things like that. I've done 4 of these so far. I did Bruce Willis, I did John Carpenter, Andrew Dice Clay, and then the last one I did was Arnold Schwarzenegger. So, I figured why not do another one, and it's for Kurt Russell. So, this is, I was going through my collection, and I could not believe how many of these films of this guy I own. I mean, if I had to make like a top 5 favorite actors, Kurt Russell would definitely be in my top 5 favorite actors. Definitely in my top 10. Kurt Russell just has like the charisma, the presence, and on top of that too, Kurt Russell, when I look through his filmography, he rarely makes a bad movie. He has a couple duds here and there that I don't have, but those are like really rare ones. He rarely makes a bad movie. So I'm just gonna go through all the stuff that I have in my Kurt Russell collection. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So let's get on to the collection. And I'm going to scroll through IMDb to showcase which ones I don't have. I really need to get the Elvis movie he did, the miniseries that John Carpenter did the first time he directed, or he got to work with Carpenter. So I don't have that one. I don't have the film he did, Used Cars, which I think was directed by Robert Zemeckis, if I'm not mistaken. But the first of his that I do have is really the one that put him on the map as a big star, Escape from New York. This is the 2-disc special edition DVD, really great packaging. I think this is an out-of-print DVD, but really great DVD with a lot of features, especially the commentary with him and Carpenter together. It's a lot of fun. And you have Lee Van Cleef, Ernest Borgnine, Donald Pleasance, Harry Dean Stanton, Adrienne Barbeau, great cast, great flick. Kurt Russell, definitely one of his best characters is Snake Plissken, so that's the first one I have of his. Next one I do have, I actually have 2 things of it right here. I have The Thing on DVD, which I got like a decade ago when I first started collecting DVDs. This is like one of the first ones I remember getting. Not really a fan of that cover, but this is the one that has the commentary with Carpenter and Kurt Russell, the 80-minute documentary and things like that. So I own The Thing on DVD, and I also have the Scream Factory Blu-ray, which is really cool. So definitely one of Kurt Russell's best movies. I don't own The Mean Season. That's a really underrated movie that I gotta get at some point. But the next viz that I have is right here, The Best of Times. I thought the back and forth between him and Robin Williams was a lot of fun. Directed by Roger Spottiswoode, which I believe he did Terror Train, if I'm not mistaken. I think, unless I'm thinking of somebody else, but I do want to show this at some point when I do like a Robin Williams collection and discussion video. But I'm waiting to get more Robin Williams films that I don't have yet. But Best of Times, I always thought this was a fun sports movie. Next of it is I have 3 copies of the film, but Big Trouble in Little China. This is my favorite Kurt Russell film of all time. I love this film to death. This is the 2-disc edition DVD that's out of print, but great flick. My favorite Kurt Russell film, period. My favorite John Carpenter film. My favorite character that Kurt Russell's ever played is Jack Burton. I also own the regular Blu-ray, which had all the features from the DVD. And of course, not too long ago I showed this, the Scream Factory Blu-ray, which I haven't looked at the features yet, but I really look forward to though. So, Easily my favorite Carpenter film, my favorite Kurt Russell film, things like that. Let's see here. Next one I have is here. It's a really fun comedy film with him and Goldie Hawn, Overboard. Really fun movie. I don't own Tequila Sunrise. I don't own that one. But the next of his I do have is one of my personal favorite Kurt Russell films, Tango and Cash. My favorite buddy cop film of all time. The back and forth with him and Stallone is fantastic. You have Jack Palance as your bad guy. I mean, it's just, this is a very highly entertaining movie. Love this movie a lot. And then after Tango and Cash, you have another one of my personal favorite ones that he did, Backdraft. Love this movie a lot. Great cast: Kurt Russell, William Baldwin, Scott Glenn, Jennifer Jason Leigh, Rebecca De Mornay, Donald Sutherland, Robert De Niro. Directed by Ron Howard. This is without a doubt my favorite Ron Howard film. I love Cocoon and things like that, but I love this film even more. Great flick. I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody's seen Backdraft. The next one here that I own is another one of my personal favorite ones that he did, Unlawful Entry. Fantastic movie with him, Ray Liotta as your bad guy, Madeline Stowe. Directed by Jonathan Kaplan. Love this movie a lot. It's a great flick. One of Kurt Russell's more underrated movies. Love Unlawful Entry. And here's another one of my personal favorites. I put this in my top 10. I love this movie a lot. I think it's hilarious. Captain Ron. I mean, Kurt Russell is a ball to watch as Captain Ron. Martin Short's pretty fun. But just Kurt Russell just steals this movie as Captain Ron. He's really pretty funny. Directed by Tom Eberhard. Same guy that did Night of the Comet did this film, surprisingly enough. But I love Captain Ron. Next one here is a classic. Don't need to explain this one. Tombstone, my favorite Western movie of all time, where Kurt Russell plays Wyatt Earp. I mean, great cast of people. I mean, this cast is loaded with people. You have not only Kurt Russell, but you also have Val Kilmer, Michael Biehn, Powers Booth, Robert Burke, Dana Delaney, Sam Elliott, Stephen Lang, Bill Paxton, Michael Rooker, Billy Zane, Charlton Heston. This is just a phenomenal cast of people. Love Tombstone. I don't have Stargate, but the next one I do have is one of my least favorite Kurt Russell films, but Executive Decision. I mainly got this for Unlawful Entry because this is before, the Unlawful Entry DVD was pretty hard to find, like the one that was bare bones. So I mainly got it just for Unlawful Entry, but then I got that one that I just showed many years later. But I mainly got this for Unlawful Entry. But Executive Decision, not really the biggest fan of. Too long of a movie. I mean, it's cool to see people like, Oliver Platt, John Leguizamo, Joe Morton, Steven Seagal, but not one of my favorites. It's one of my least favorite Kurt Russell films. Then Escape from L.A., which I know Scream Factory is coming out with a Blu-ray collector's edition of this, which I'm looking forward to. So hopefully that turns out pretty good. Another one of my personal favorite ones here, Breakdown. Love this movie a lot. Now, I don't have like Stargate or Soldier. I didn't really care for. 3,000 Miles to Graceland was a pretty lame movie. But getting into his more the 2000s here, but Vanilla Sky, which he has a supporting role in this. pretty weird Tom Cruise film that I always loved. One of Tom Cruise's like lesser known, like underrated movies. Another great movie right here, Miracle, where he played Herb Brooks. I mean, this is just a great sports movie. And then we're getting down to the last bit here. I don't have Sky High or Poseidon. I don't have Death Proof, surprisingly enough, or Furious 7, Bone Tomahawk, The Hateful Eight. So the last three here I have of his right here. The most recent ones that he was in: Deepwater Horizon, which is based on a true story with Mark Wahlberg, John Malkovich, Kate Hudson, and Kurt Russell. Of course, he was the villain in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. He played Ego. And of course, the last one I have for my Kurt Russell collection is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. So, there you have it. That is my entire Kurt Russell collection. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you guys next time. You guys take care.